Looky, looky up here on the top shelf. I think this is Cats by Nina. Alright, well today I'm going to Goodwill. But first I am here at the shop because I want to gather up the things that I am donating to Goodwill, which includes all of the pigs that I did not sell in the pig sale. I have another box that I just kind of threw stuff into that mostly it was stuff that I know I can't make a whole lot of money on and it's not really worth my time. I had to make that decision about a few things. And yeah, I think that's really it. So we're gonna go into the shop real quick, just for a few minutes, gather up those things, load them in the car, and then we're gonna go to a Goodwill that I don't frequent because that's usually where I drop off the Goodwill stuff. A Goodwill that I don't go to very often, so I don't have to see the stuff on the shelves over and over and over again for the next few weeks. So yeah, let's head into the shop, gather up the things, and we'll be on the road to Goodwill. Okay, here are the two boxes that I have. One obviously is a laundry basket, but a lot of the times when I'm at Goodwill and I don't have bags to carry stuff out, I'll buy a laundry basket for like $2 or $3 to carry my stuff out to the car. So I am donating these plates. Yes, there's value there, but also I don't want to mess with them. So this is why a lot of the times you'll see me walk right past them at the Goodwill because I don't want to mess. So we'll donate those. I think it's a full set. It's not the end of the world. Somebody will come across, buy those. They'll either appreciate them themselves or they'll resell them. And then they'll appreciate the proceeds. So I'm cool with that. So I'm going to bring this stuff out and I might throw together another box just because we can do that. And we'll go from there. Okay, so there's some more items on this side of the table. These are Doug bottles. There can be value in some Doug bottles, but unfortunately these are more contemporary. So we're going to donate that. These over here. And you can see these are machine made because they have the seam on the side. We'll stick those in the basket. Shot glass. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to donate some artwork, start thinning out that pile. I have this, which I bought with good intention, but the hooks need replaced, and I don't have the time for it. So I'll donate it back. Maybe somebody else has the time for it. And that's the matchy match. So there you go. On that note, I'm going to head to Goodwill. I'm going to donate all this stuff, and then I'm going to shop for more stuff. This is probably the most shady of the Goodwill donations, but here we go. Just gonna pull up and drop it off. Okay, donation complete, and I've pulled around the front of the store. We're gonna head in. It kind of sucks to donate stuff that I know is sellable. There's like a part of me that's like, I could sell this, but also I need to acknowledge that I don't have the bandwidth to list everything, and even though there's a little bit of money there, I don't have the time for it, for those particular things. And also I'd rather focus on listing things I'm excited about, and nothing that I donated today I was excited about, and I didn't have very much money into it. So now I can shop for things that excite me, and I'll be much better off. So anyway, I'm gonna head into Goodwill here. We're gonna see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit. So here we go. Okay, well this is a very busy place today. I'm not really sure why, because it's not senior day, but it's happening. So we're gonna see what we can find. Try to do our best. This is kind of neat. That's Disney. I don't do much with Disney though. There is a soap dish. $2.99. I don't know if that's necessarily antique. It looks antique, but I think it's more vintage made to look antique. That is a cute piggy. It's like a vintage bell. I have a few of those at the shop. It's $1.99. She's cool. I mean, there's probably a little bit of money there. I'll stick them in there for now. That's kind of wild. It looks like pewter. Could also be plastic. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Oh boy, it's gonna be annoying quick. Here's the creamer and sugar, $2.99 and $1.99. Those are made in Japan, it looks like. There's a lot of Christmas on the end caps. I think that's where they're putting their Christmas here at this Goodwill. There's an art glass reindeer. These are made in China. You can actually see them made in China. I forget what store sold them. They're actually pretty common. Usually I find them when the antlers are broken off. For $1.99, there's still a little meat on the bone, so I might grab that. And then this is unfortunately just a lid. I was really hoping, I'm like, is that complete? No, it's just a lid. He's kind of cool. He's giving the thumbs up. There's a trumpet style vase, but it's just clear and kind of boring. That's primitive in style, $12.66. This would sell well in my booth. These types of things sell well in my area because we have a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch influence. So I think that's supposed to look like an old butter press. So for $4.99, I'll grab that. Give you guys a view of the shelves, but I can't let the camera run for too long because it is a little noisy with the music. There's a carved zebra. Here's some more folk art. I see these a lot though, and those are just made in China. They're not actually folk art. They're just kind of made to look primitive. That's kind of cool. Pure One, $13. It's a neat decorative thing. Some of these Pure Ones things, even though, you know, original purchase price was $13, they have gone up in value. So sometimes they're worth picking up. I don't know if this particular one has gone up in value, but even if it's only worth the $13 it was originally priced at, it's a nice decorative cactus. So I'll shove that in there. And I've got my eye, as I'm putting it in there, my eye immediately went down to this because we have a blackbird, sunflowers. It's a little discolored though. This is Rabbits and Ramsbottom. I love the design on it though. It's a shame that it's, I think that's a decal somebody put on there and the decal is yellowing. So maybe that's not as cool as I thought it was. I think I'm gonna leave that. And there's some crackle glass. The handle looks to be intact. You always have to check the handle because they do have a tendency to break. And it's looking pretty good. So for $2.99, we'll grab the crackle glass. And then bud vase, $2.99. Pink bud vase. I like the bell, but I'm having a hard time with bells these days. I was looking at this. I think that's just a cheap vase. Harvest Blessings. Let's scoot a little. I really love the colors on this. I wonder if that's... See, one of the issues with this is I'm worried that it's going to pull up the paint. We could give it a shot. Looky up here on the top shelf. I think this is Cats by Nina. I don't see any markings on it, but it could have been a sticker. It's $4.99 and there's no chips or cracks on it. So, Cats by Nina. And then, over here, that's really fancy. I like that butterfly tile. Okay, there we go. It was a little slow to start, but now we're finding stuff. We're doing all right. I also like the elephant, but I'm not really sure what he's supposed to be. There's no lip to really hold a candle. We're gonna scoot down the next aisle. They are currently stocking the shelves. That's always exciting. I always am like, oh, what are they gonna put something really cool down? You just never know. Here's a vintage bank, Italy. It's missing a stopper, probably a child's bank. There's a giant gourd. Okay, well this here is the aisle with all of the plates and all of the things, but as you know, I just donated a bunch of plates, so do I really need more plates? I might need this plate. This is really, really heavy silver overlay for $3.99. And it has not been monogrammed, which is nice, so it's not personalized. Sometimes these really heavy silver pieces are monogrammed, and that makes them very specific and very hard to do anything with. But for $3.99, we'll stick it in here. Maybe. There we go. Okay, I at least have to look at it. I walked by it the first time, and I was like, you know, that could be Hager. It's so 1980s. Like, I don't need something big. I just priced a bunch of stuff for the booth yesterday. I gotta get that moved in, and then I'll start considering more stuff for the booth. I'm trying to be a little bit picky about the booth stuff I bring back because it's usually bigger items and they take up a lot of space. So anyway, I'm circling the shelves one last time. That kind of looks like it could be redone. I don't know though. Alright, well I'll get back to you when I find something. This is kind of funny because in the bag that I just donated is a piece of this. So I'm like, wait a second. Oh shoot. Like, do I pick up another one? But also, I can't rationalize that. Well, I kind of like this redone salt and pepper set. I know that most of the redone has come down, unless it's the early rarer pieces. This is not the early rarer pieces, so it doesn't have a real high value, but I just like the black and white contrast. If it doesn't have the resale value, I will keep it for myself, and that's kind of how I justified buying redone for resale. I like it. I like the simplicity of it, so that's, you know, usually why I pick it up. I'm like, hey, you know, if it's not there, I'll keep it for myself. Okay, well, I am going to do a cart review because I did pick up a few things that I was just like, hey, if I'm not going to find anything today, at least I'll leave with a few things, which is probably not the best mentality to have, but that's what I was thinking. So one of those items is this, and I did try doing a Google image search on this while I had the time. It didn't come back with anything, so this is just kind of a mystery, and honestly, my gut is telling me it's not really worth a whole lot. Hopefully my gut is right. I think I'm going to put this back. This, I'm actually going to try to peel up some of the paper to see what happens. Peel up some of the tape. If it starts to pull off, I'm going to leave it behind because it's not worth it. I'm just going to end up throwing it away. The deer, just wondering if by the time it's processed and by the time I get it listed, if it'll even still be Christmas. I'll leave it here for somebody else to buy and decorate with. You know what? I'll hold on to the deer. I think I'm going to check this and then I'll put back the bell and I think we're good. Well, we didn't lose any of the paint, so I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to go find out where I should put this bell. There's an Italian figurine. $3.99. Alright, well our total spend there at that Goodwill was $40. And I feel like we did alright. I think one of my favorite items was probably the cactus in a ball. I know it's probably not worth a whole lot. It's pure one. But it was pretty neat. It was a cool piece. And also the tile with the butterfly on it. I really liked that. And I did notice there was some sort of marking on it. I'm not sure what the marking was. I have to do a little bit more research, but it was a cool piece. So those were probably two of my favorites from this shopping trip. I'm probably going to move on now, but I wanted to remind all of you to head on over to knickknacks.net and go check out some of the items that have been listed by our sellers over there. They have been very busy. I think we're closing in on like 6,000 listings, which is pretty amazing. And we're making sales every day. It's been incredible. So go check it out. Maybe you'll find something for one of your loved ones this holiday season. And you can also support somebody's small business while shopping. So I'm gonna head out of here and I will see all of you guys tomorrow. So long. All right, well, this place is absolutely jam-packed with people. Again, seems to be the theme of the day. I'm thinking there must be some sort of sale happening that I wasn't aware of. I picked the wrong day to come out. What is this? Originally $20. It's a bunny rabbit. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, it's so darling. It's $149. It's broken. Oh, it's so cute though. Oh, the tail. It's too far gone, guys. The tails are broken. The little sign is broken. It's way too far gone. There's Toothless. Those are also broken. This is the Goodwill where lots of things are broken. Garland something. What is this? Oh my. What does it do? Does it go like this? And then there's little pigs hanging out of it. Oh, they're hanging on to it. What is happening? What is this? Do we know? I'm so confused. I was gonna turn it over to see if there's a marking, but I'm also confused and I don't want anything to break if I turn it over. Alright, let's pick it up and look. Something Stein. $5.49. I think I want to buy that just because it's wild and weird, and that's my jam. Alright, that's one thing in our cart. Let's look down here at this art pottery. Usually the pottery here is crazy priced. This is Westwind pottery. Kind of like the glaze on some of these. There's a whole canister set. Although they always price their canister sets separately, so when you add them all together, it's a ridiculous price. So like $9.49, $12.49, and $14.49. I mean, those are nice pottery canisters though, but $10, $20, $30 something dollars. I don't know if I could do that. That's like what I would expect to get from it. I may grab the pitcher. I think I'll grab the pitcher and maybe the covered dish, because that might be a sugar and creamer, maybe. I'll take those. All right, let's check out the vases. I like the glaze on that one. Gosh, they have so much art pottery here. It's ridiculous. Every time I come here, it's like loaded with art pottery. I do love the glaze on that, but I suspect, yeah, $17.49. Prices here on the art pottery are usually pretty steep. And then I have to really make a decision. What is that? It's signed. I can't really read it though. It looks like it might be the same artist as what I have in my cart already. Fancy bowl, $14.49. Oh my goodness, it's heavy too. Yikes. Barely do that one hand. There is a cornucopia. Kind of looks like Cambridge glass. I don't know if $24.49 is a good deal on that though. I don't know. I'll stick it in there and look it up, but I'm thinking that's a little too high for resale. But I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a chance. I'll look it up. Let's see what else we have. $12.49 on the pitcher. Alright. That's interesting. It has like a snake. Is that a snake or just a weird handle? Tiffany and Company. $24.49. Holy smokes. Gosh. Okay. I mean, if it's worth it, I'll buy it. So, otherwise I'm going to leave it behind. This is really pretty. The shell. $5.49 on that. I like that. I'll take that for $5.49. I don't have to look that one up. $6.49. I don't think it's anything special. My guess would be that's made in China. It's a little sloppy. So here's the rest of the set. Missing the lid on the sugar. Okay. Let's go this way. Okay, well I think that's it for me. Now I just gotta look these things up. So we've got a Cambridge pink cornucopia and a Tiffany and Company pitcher. So here are two examples of that same pitcher that actually sold on eBay. And unfortunately, you could get it for equal or lesser on eBay. This was $39, best offer accepted. So that means that somebody offered them less than $39. They accepted it. Same with this. Somebody offered less than $25. It was accepted. So somebody here, $20. So I think I'm going to pass on that. It doesn't make any sense to buy it for resale if somebody could, potentially get it cheaper online. And then I'm going to look up this, which I have a feeling it's probably going to be the same deal. I couldn't find this one on eBay, but I was able to find it on WorthPoint. I searched most recent sold,
and it looks like it most recently sold for $24.99, and that was in 2022. You can see there's different styles. This is the most common that I come across. So it was that curly Q that was throwing me off a bit, but here it is again. This one sold for $27.50. So again, that's straight at retail, and I'm going to put it back. The other pieces, I'm confident with those. They're fun and unique, so I'm going to grab them. So I'm going to stick these back on the shelf, but first I'm going to go check out Christmas. I think it's right here. Maybe we'll get lucky on Christmas. Alright, well, I quickly browsed through the Christmas, and there really wasn't anything even worth filming. Alright, so I'm going to push these back and put them back where they belong. I found the vase over here in the picture section, but I think I'm going to put the vase back in the vase section. And then I guess I'll get back to you guys in the car. I had missed that earlier. Wasn't really paying attention. It was on the back shelf. Oh, there's two of them. Look at that. I missed them both. I like those. They're made in China, but they're fun decor. We'll grab the butterflies. I did pretty well with butterflies. I decided just to come through one last time. I think... Oh, look. Hey, look. There's another one. Or is this the same one I saw last time? I don't remember. I think this is a different Goodwill. I just remember seeing this and making a joke about it. I guess this is for... guys, I'm telling you. I don't think that's toothpicks. It's the perfect size for a candle. I don't know. And then chips and dip. But what do I know? Is that in the back? Let's get a closer look. That's weird. You know what that looks like? You're gonna laugh. It looks like pill bugs. I think that's what that's supposed to be. It looks like little pill bugs in foliage, which is very bizarre. I don't know who thought to design a plate like that and be like, hey, you know what, let's make a plate with pill bugs, roly-polies. I think it depends on where you're from.